really, really important to make sure that this area does not get wet at all. So what we do in our lab, we put like a towel around it to make sure that no water drops is going to be there, and then we are using one of these to hold this in here throughout the whole time. Okay, so now we need 2 buckets, and we're using distilled water because we don't want we have to use distilled water to increase the life of the cat. So we pour just a little bit of distilled water on the first bucket, just about this much, and then we're going to soak our cap. First of all, make sure that there is no tape attached to any of these electrodes. Grab all the electrodes and then dump this into the water and let it soak. So we're gonna just, I think I need more water. So let it soak in here, just like play around with it. Then we have like these brushes, and then we're gonna go on top of each electrodes, either on the cap or on the single electrodes that were attached to the skin, and we're gonna make sure, so for example our reference that we used, we're gonna make sure that we're gonna take off everything that is in there on the both sides. So I usually keep my hand into the water and make sure that I'm going both sides. We also did ground, so like that, and then same for the single electrodes. We're gonna loosen the electrodes that the paste and gel that has been all around the electrodes. So there is a space between this thin part and the thick part of the electrode. Sometimes the paste and gel go stuck there. That's really not good, and we have to make sure that when we're washing an electrode, we actually see all these area around it clear, and nothing is in between these two. So after going over all the electrodes with the brush, making sure that we took a really good care of it, then we have these water picks that again we put distilled water in them, and we're going to use this to go around those areas of the electrode to make sure that we're actually cleaning really well. So let's say that I'm gonna grab this and then turn this on. So this is the water pick. So we're gonna make sure that we're going on both sides of each of the electrodes, and there is no paste or gel. So for example here, there is some paste here in between. I'm going to use the water pick to clean it really well. So after we clean the cap, we take it out, we inspect it really good to make sure that there is nothing left over there and everything is absolutely clean. And then we take the cap, we gently squeeze it a little bit, and we place the cap into our well, actually, sorry. After this, we squeeze it a little bit, and then we place it into our disinfectant solution. Then it's really important to set the time for 3 minutes because we don't want the cap to be in there more than the 3 minutes. So I'm gonna start this. So I'm gonna show you what's our solution. This is the solution that we're using, and there isn't instruction on it how to, because it has to be mixed with water, and it has to be changed, I guess, every 1 month. So that's why we have like a label on it with the dates and stuff. So while the cap is on the disinfectant, we grab another bucket and we pour some distilled water in it, because after we take it out from the disinfectant, we're going to rinse it in this water. So let's say that it's time is over, we're gonna take it out, squeeze it gently, put it in the clean water, and just rinse it. Okay, so Thomas, can you grab us one of these heads, please? So then at this point we are ready to take it off the water. So I'm just gonna again squeeze it very gently, put a towel around it to get the excess water. We always have towels on our cleaning station because we can't really get the water out of the cap, so there may be some drops. So we have this head, and then we're gonna place the washed cap over the head, exactly the way we do it on humans. We're gonna strap it up, and we're gonna let it to dry. During this time, all these hanging electrodes are going to just be sitting around this head on the towel, and these wires are going to stay here so they're not going to get wet at all.